Meet the Toyota BZ4X, the first electric car to be sold by Toyota in Australia. It was due in local showrooms at the start of the year, but has been pushed back to late 2023. But today, we get a sneak peek. The Toyota BZ4X has been delayed in Australia after an embarrassing recall in the US where the wheels could fall off. The Subaru Solterra Twin, which is due in Australia a few months before the Toyota version, also got caught up in the same recall drama. Toyota has been late to the electric car party. Is the BZ4X a case of better late than never? The ongoing delays mean customers in Australia will get an updated model, and hopefully the wheels won't fall off on this one. Toyota Australia gave local media an early preview inside its private test track in Melbourne and gave us a closer look at the car. It should be noted, this is a UK spec model, so the Toyota BZ4X that turns up in local showrooms could be different to what you see here. Final technical details are yet to be confirmed. However, in other markets, the Toyota BZ4X has a 71.4 kWh battery pack and a claimed driving range of between 450 and 500 kilometres on a single charge. This compares to the Tesla Model Y's 62 kWh battery pack in its most basic guise and 450 kilometres driving range. Inside, the Toyota BZ4X has an open space, futuristic looking cabin layout, about the same size as a Toyota RAV4. The exterior styling is the next stage of Toyota's future design direction, so we can expect to see similar themes start to appear on other models in the coming years. Drive was invited with other local media for a brief preview of the Toyota BZ4X, so this is far from a comprehensive test. We drove it in controlled conditions, so we only had limited insight into the pros and cons of this model until showroom arrivals later this year. This test drive is on a closed course and it's far from real-world conditions. In fact, we're inside Toyota's test facility at Altona on the outskirts of Melbourne. It's the same site where the Toyota Camry and before that the Toyota Corolla was made in Australia. As you might expect, being an electric car, it's very silent. The other things we can tell you from this short drive, the overall fit and finish and presentation of quality is really good. In fact, it feels more like a Lexus than a Toyota. We've got two large widescreen displays, one for infotainment, one for the instrument cluster. There's high quality material across the dashboard, and the interior has a very futuristic feel. It looks a bit like a spaceship. Price and final specifications aren't expected until later this year, closer to local showroom arrivals, so it's a bit hard to judge the BZ4X today. We also don't know what it's like to drive on real roads. But first impressions are pretty good. Of course, we'll reserve final judgment until we can test the Toyota BZ4X on our own terms and on public roads. We're also keen to assess real-world driving range and performance, especially compared to the electric SUV segment leader, the Tesla Model Y, and other benchmark models such as the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and Kia EV6. Early indications are the Toyota BZ4X won't be cheap. It may even cost Tesla money. And if that's the case, the price could be north of $70,000. In the meantime, we look forward to putting the Toyota BZ4X to the test against its electric car peers when it finally arrives in Australian showrooms later this year. To read more details on the Toyota BZ4X, go to Drive.com.au. Please hit like if you've enjoyed this video and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any future updates.